Hey fam, I'm Antonia and thank you for being here. Are you ready for number? This is going to feel like a very different energy than we felt in this. I'm channeling for us collectively. Dreams will be realized. We're going to take a look and see what September has in store for each sign individually in just a minute. But first of all, I need to thank you guys so much. And this, I hit subscribers at the time of filming this. I'm almost at about, which is mind blowing to me because this channel is not even a year old. So thank you guys so much for your support here. To celebrate subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway every single Friday on Instagram. We did this once and I guess it went over really well. You guys get to ask me one free question and I choose a handful of winners. A good amount of info comes through even just for one question, so it's very much worth your while. But as always, I will still be giving away 2 free readings, 2 more extensive readings here on YouTube. If you would like to be considered for a free reading, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below your video. Let me know that you have subscribed. Let me know what you thought of the messages that came through, if you resonated with any of them. And I will notify winners from here forward on Instagram and on Twitter, both Urban Soul Guru, okay? Because some of you are missing notifications on YouTube, so I want to make sure winners know that they have won. So again, winners will be notified at the very end of the month, of each month, on Instagram and on Twitter. Now let's take a look. Let's check out this energy for September. Let's see what's in store. Hey Cancer, this reading is for Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your channel overview first, then love. I will have timestamps down below. Cancer, general overview, 16. Cancer, general overview, 16. General overview, 2019. Cancer, I'm feeling a little bit of shortness of breath. Feels like a little bit of anxiety. The message coming through for you is that you are worthy. You are worthy of the success and the attention and the love. Whatever it is that you're feeling anxious about, it's not to say that your anxiety isn't warranted at all, or you're overthinking something, way too much about something. Try to be more in the flow of receiving blessings at this time and also be more yourself, especially for those of you trying to connect with a new partner. It's really important for you to be your authentic self. It will go over better than you trying to hold back on certain aspects of your personality. The right partner doesn't need you to do that, and that's also going to eliminate some of that anxiety, that shortness of breath. It just feels like somebody's really nervous heading into a job interview or an important meeting. It's very important that you ground your energy. Okay? This definitely feels like a little bit of ungrounded energy collectively for Cancer at this time. Ground your energy as soon as you do it, and I'm talking about just imagining roots from you to Mother Earth, setting that quick intention even in those moments where you're moving a mile a minute, okay? Grounding yourself, setting that intention for grounding and connecting to Mother Earth. It's like you get back into the flow of abundance, you get back into the flow of really good ideas, especially in meetings, okay? So really keep that in mind, especially if you tend to be more of an anxious type. Let me get one more shuffle in here. Okay, Cancer, general overview. Let's get more clarity here. Cancer, general overview already. Hopping here, reward yourself. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Deserving of rewards. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of praise. If you're in a meeting and someone's praising you, don't dismiss that, okay? It's beautiful how humble you are, Cancer. I love that about Cancers. However, make sure when somebody gives you a compliment, you receive it. Even if you're not feeling it, even if you feel totally shocked by it, just say thank you, okay? Make sure you allow that person who gives you that compliment the ability to feel good about extending that love and that kindness to you, because sometimes when we don't receive compliments, it's like we rob that other person of that gift of good karma, that gift of knowing that they did a good deed, that gift of knowing that they extended some love, okay? So it's equally as important for you to receive the compliment as it is for the person giving the compliment, but do know that you are deserving. It's not just somebody sweet talking you or telling you what you want to hear. It's not about that. It's about deserving success, deserving recognition, especially at work. I feel like some of you get a raise. Some of you get a raise or a promotion over somebody else who's been at your job longer, and you may not feel deserving of it because of that, okay? I understand that frame of mind or that frame of thought, but you are deserving this. It's not that you're beating somebody out of a position. It's just that you are more in alignment of that energy. Your work ethic is. They need you. The company needs you. For those of you working on something for yourself, you expect rewards and some money coming in, some additional money coming in. It doesn't feel like an abundance of brand new money coming in, but it feels like you get it in like smaller little chunks, but it will add up over the course of the month. You want to put some money aside to reward yourself later on in the month for your hard work, okay? If you're reading is daydream, this has been coming up for several signs. This is all about utilizing law of attraction, but starting with step number one. It's okay to just say, universe, I want love, or I want to make more money. But what's more effective is to really sit with this. Where does your mind go when you're not overthinking? Where does your mind go when it's just you and your thoughts and you have some time alone? What are you passionate about? Okay, it's those kinds of feelings that you're going to want to manifest. It's not about making more money in a job where you don't enjoy being a part of, making money in a way that doesn't make you happy. It still might feel good for a while to make more money, but eventually that's going to fizzle out. That excitement will fizzle out and you won't feel fulfilled again. Okay, so rather than just putting out a general kind of affirmation or saying a general kind of prayer, just putting a general energy out there, get a little bit more specific. Start with daydreaming. Also, as you're daydreaming, certain thoughts or certain ideas will come through. Recognize that is divine inspiration too. And be divine inspiration showing you what it is that fulfills you to the core, to that soul level, so that you know exactly what to focus your energy on. I'm definitely feeling inspiration here. I'm definitely feeling like an aha moment, something new coming up over the course of September. So make sure you're meditating. I'm definitely getting meditation with this too. But also reward yourself for taking the time to manifest, for taking the time to listen to spirit, and for grounding your energy. So take that daydream, then ground it and do something a little bit realistic with it, a little more grounded, a little bit more material. Even if it's simply just writing it down on a piece of paper to make it look and feel a little bit more real and a little bit more tangible. Like really have that out there this month. You will have a lot of success. You'll have a lot of success attracting and calling in what it is that you want and what you need at this time. But also don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty about it. Know that you are deserving. You can ask universe for what it is that you want. Just make sure when you're setting intentions, you're doing it. That almost pops, but we're not going to take that. Make sure you're setting intentions for free will, highest good, and harm to none of all involved. Always harm to none, okay? For following this. It just feels like you need to be doing something that brings you more joy and that you're more passionate about. Because otherwise, it feels like work is getting to be a little bit monotonous. It feels like, for not all of you, but for some of you, you be entertaining work and there's stability, there's financial stability, but where's the passion? Where's the love? Recognizing that you can manifest from this place of love, manifest from this place of gratitude, but also call in experiences and blessings that warm your heart. I am getting a little bit of inner child healing too. Again, I was getting that anxiety and shortness of breath. So you want to be working on heart chakra as you were manifesting, as you were taking time out to meditate, because there's definitely something going on here. I have a little kitty who wants to jump up and interrupt us. Sorry, Cancer. I had a little kitty interruption jumping in front of the camera. Okay, so let's get back to your heart chakra. Let's get back to your heart chakra. Make sure you're getting back to your heart chakra. Not only focusing on what it is that you love, but recognizing those anxieties, paying attention to what you're passionate about, healing what still needs to heal here, speaking to your inner child as though you would speak to a niece or a nephew, a daughter, a son, a child that you love, making sure you're extending that kind of love, those kinds of really loving conversations, and also compliments, right, to your inner child, because it does feel like you need a little bit of healing in the heart chakra too. But it comes down to self-esteem. So, wow, I knew this was going to come up for you, but we'll get back to that. You may want to be working heart chakra in connection to solar plexus, because some of this inner child work definitely feels rooted in self-esteem too. Okay, so it's going to be both of those chakras, your heart chakra, and then below it, the solar plexus. Infusing inner child with a whole lot of love, and again, know that you're deserving. Let's talk about this. So reward yourself. Clarify by ground yourself. There are rewards. There are aha moments, okay? But you have to ground your energy. You be in that daydream and that meditative state a little bit too much. You be drifting off into to daydreams often, and that's beautiful. But you miss some blessings if you do that. Totally for it. Okay, so strike a good balance. Make sure that you are grounded. The rewards will come. Okay, to be rewarded in those meetings, to have a successful outcome, you want to ground yourself before every meeting, before every new interview, before you launch anything new. Okay, make sure your energy is grounded. But this also feels like you need to be outside more. This feels like you need, for those of you who have children, you be outdoors with children, whether they're your children or nieces or nephews. It really feels like you need that connection to children, especially outdoors. If you don't have the time to be outdoors too much, make sure you're bringing some Mother Earth into the home, like flowers. If you have animals and little fur babies, make sure those flowers are not toxic. Flowers and plants are often very toxic to animals, even things that we think are really harmless. So make sure you do your research, but bring some of that in. I'm definitely getting oxygen. So, okay, so with heart chakra, and even coming into the reading, I was getting shortness of breath, also feeling it a little bit too. So this is speaking to air. There's something with air quality. Maybe somebody has asthma. That be what you want to heal, but it feels like something's triggered here. Okay, for some of you, it is simply inner child healing. For others of you, it's something manifesting into the physical. I really think for many of you, it's anxiety, but for others of you, something could be triggering asthma. It could be allergies triggering asthma. So for those of you who are bringing flowers into the home, recognize that if you have symptoms that you didn't have prior to bringing, say, flowers or plants into the home, there may be an allergy. For others of you, it feels like you need to cleanse air, get an air purifier. Wish I could recommend one for you, but I just don't know. I've researched some good ones, though, even just on Amazon. Okay, invest in it, because for some of you, it really feels like there's something going on with air here. It could be an air sign. It could be an air sign triggering some of this anxiety in the heart chakra. You may also have air in your chart. Okay, so this would be coming through particularly strong for those of you who are Cancer and also have some air in your chart as well. This really feels like beautiful energy. There feels like really great results for you. Like I said, some promotions and recognition. I'm actually feeling. I'm going to come back to that. Okay. All right. Center of your reading here. Before we talk more about air, I'm feeling with rewards. You get some exposure outside of just like a smaller workspace. It could be like an owner of a company who's heard really good things. Maybe you haven't met them yet. Maybe they don't really pop in. Managers typically tend to run a store, and it feels like someone's heard something really good about you. You may have something a little bit more public out there. It could be social media. It could be something that you've launched in a smaller scale, but you start to get a little bit of recognition for it. But I'm definitely feeling some exposure for you, Cancer. And I'm really getting some Aquarius here too. I'm getting Aquarius endorse Cancer. Aquarius endorse Cancer. So if you have Aquarius friends, if you've been networking with people, don't be surprised if an Aquarius comes through, and even on social media, or really puts you out there, really puts your products out there, your work ethic out there, or just somebody speaking really highly of you in a workspace. Really beautiful energy. But okay, this is coming. We're coming back to air here because this is center of your reading. Okay, daydream, center of your reading. That's a big message. But again, more air. Fresh air. I'm really getting air quality. I'm getting grounded energy. Some of you are working too hard. You just need to go outside, though. Even if you say you still need to work hard and you don't have time to be outside, you need to be outside. You need to be taking walks. It's also going to help ground all of that anxious energy too. Okay, for some of you, you need to be active outside. It's not just enough to stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You need to actually do some cardio, just to do a walk around the block, make it like a power walk, go for a run, go for a jog, ride a bike. I'm getting for some of you. Get back on your bike, even if it's super old and it's not something you would normally do. Start to incorporate that into your day-to-day, because obviously, as you can see, there's a whole lot of air coming in and necessity for you to reconnect, okay, to Mother Earth. But I'm also feeling too, like plants in the home will help with oxygen. Okay, heart chakra, cleansing detox. I think, again, for some of you, this is allergies. For some of you, it's anxiety. We want to get rid of that stress because it will start to manifest into physical issues in the heart chakra. Cleansing and detoxing emotions if you're suppressing emotions. I'm really feeling like somebody could have hurt you, Cancer, especially in love. And I see you meeting somebody new and you're not giving them like your whole self because you may not trust that. It's almost like, oh, well, they'll get to know me on that level, like down the road. I'm only going to put forth the best qualities. And to a point, that's fine. But I feel like you be holding back on some of what makes you particularly special. Those quirky little things, like be weird, Cancer. Like don't feel like you have to be this perfect version of something. People will connect to you with more depth if you're your whole self. Almost another kitty interruption. All right, she's not going to do it. So make sure that when you're meeting somebody, whether it's love, whether it's business, especially if you're calling in new friends, because for some of you, there's a lot of friendship energy here too. They'll get you outside. That'll be grounded. That kind of gets you out of your typical day-to-day routine. Make sure that you are your whole self. Okay, it will go over better than you think. We need you. We need Cancers to be out there and all their brilliance and creativity and all your amazing ideas and even all your weirdness. Okay, I know a lot of Cancers are very creative. That's what makes what you create special. You know, you're not trying to be like anybody else. And I'm not getting that. I'm not getting you trying to be like anybody else. But I am getting that you be suppressing some very important aspects of your personality. So just make sure you're not doing that this month. I know your reading is entrepreneur, okay? You know, you are a leader. You are such great entrepreneurs. For some of you, you meet somebody in a workspace, maybe networking, okay? Even if you work for somebody else, and you wind up meeting a really great business partner and branch out and do something on your own. I really think for some of you, you're launching or have already launched something new, and that's where the reward yourself comes to. That's where your worthy is coming through, knowing that you're worthy of success. But if you haven't brought something new full circle, okay, if you do not work for yourself, big message. Daydream sitting at the center of your reading is what is it that you would do if you worked for yourself? What is it that you would love to do? Not what will make you the most money, but what will make you money that you love to do. Like, don't even worry about the financial aspect of it yet. Allow yourself to daydream and circle back to what it is that you love, okay? Release and surrender. You guys definitely have a lot of detoxing, okay? Air energy here. Look at what you get to. You get to this joyful place. So this is a beautiful month, but it feels like a lot of inner work going on, but it feels very empowered, Cancer. This energy feels very empowered, feels very positive. Definitely feeling some special people around you too. And I think that's why I come back to that point of being your whole self, because it's important, Cancer, that you are only attracting people who truly belong in your life, that are deserving of your love and your attention. Because I think sometimes Cancers, especially being empaths, especially Cancers that are particularly sensitive, you are so compassionate for people, even people who aren't right for you. You can still see the positive in it. You want to give somebody a second chance, and sometimes that's really beautiful. Some of you, you've been missing out on compatibility, okay? And for some of you, if you've called in somebody compatible, you know, it felt like you were deserving, and there could have been some self-sabotage there. You could have experienced partners doing that with you as well. You're moving past that, okay? It's beautiful to be compassionate and extend that to new partners, but they have to appreciate all of you or they don't belong in your life. So Cancer, let's take a look at love. Cancer and love. Number 18. Cancers in love. September. Ooh. Okay, Cancer, you should be calling back in. You're maybe calling back in a soulmate partner, especially somebody kind of takes your breath away. Somebody really special for you. This doesn't feel like someone you've had a lot of confrontation with, though. There's something gentle. I'm hearing the word gentle. There's something really nurturing. Yeah, I'm getting a breath of fresh air. It's like that air energy. It could be an air sign, Cancer. This could be you calling in an air sign, but they feel like a breath of fresh air. This is somebody you can be your whole self with, you relax with. It feels like that person come back in this month. Just get a little bit more clarity. Cancer in love. Cancer in love. September 16. Cancer in love. September 18. Okay, so we have self-love, of course. Okay, I think Cancers have really gotten good at exercising self-love, or at least conscious that you need to have your self-love and your self-confidence intact before you're going to call in anybody of quality and someone of quality who will stay. Okay, so what does self-love mean? It means that you have healthy boundaries. It means that you prioritize your needs, not just fulfill everybody else's, because it's draining. For those of you who've had relationships where it seems to be a little bit more one-sided, or you give your all and you're really nurturing and you're not getting that back, how draining was that for you? Okay, I see Cancers really separating themselves from those kinds of people, and not even just in love, but also in general. This could apply to family and friends. Yeah. Okay, so you give your relationship a chance. I really think some of you are calling somebody back and they feel like a very high level soulmate for you. Somebody where love is intact is somebody who will and does respect these healthy boundaries. It doesn't feel like you guys have major conflict. It feels like something else separated you. It just may not have been the right time. Okay? There's something gentle here. They are a breath of fresh air. That is someone you want to give a shot to if you're willing. Okay, not all of you want an ex to come back or an old partner to come back in, okay? But for many of you, this really is a worth your while. For those of you in committed relationships, make sure you're exercising healthy boundaries if you're having some issues, especially if you feel like things are a little bit one-sided. But you do need to communicate that with your partner. It's important for you to explain to your partner what your boundaries are, to show your partner time and time again. Your partner has learned that they didn't have to respect boundaries and they can still be with you. You're trying to turn that page with the partner and be able to move forward together. It's like, one, you need to know what your healthy boundaries are, and then you need to teach a partner. It feels like a partner not know what all of your boundaries are, but they're still worth sticking it out with. But this requires communication, and this also requires diligence. It's not easy exercising healthy boundaries and self-love sometimes, It's so important because that's the only way you will be fulfilled long-term without being drained. If you're single, are not trying to call in an ex, although I think you may be attracting somebody from the past back in. But if you don't want that, you're not going to do that, you will attract somebody new this month for sure. Okay, I'm getting one solid person. I'm not getting a bunch of soulmates. I'm not getting a bunch of suitors, okay, or at least not anybody that would catch your eye except for this one person. They feel gentle. They feel kind. It feels like somebody who may already be a friend. It feels like you already know who this person is. Or it also feels like you may attract somebody new while you're out with a friend, and it may be at like some sort of event that, I don't know, I'm getting this sort of like fantasy element or something, something a little over the top that maybe you wouldn't be able to go to with all of your friends, maybe just a friend, or just a few select friends that share that similar interest. You meet somebody there, you attract somebody pretty great because it's you being all of you without holding back, and you're having fun. It's naturally attractive, okay? But I'm feeling one partner for you. For others of you, attracting an ex back. For those of you in committed relationships, attraction. Want to know what makes you most attractive? It is your self-love. Your partner will respect you, and they will really, really, really like learning your healthy boundaries. There will be a learning curve, but they will respect you more, and you'll be more attractive to them because they can't push all your buttons. They can't walk all over you. They can't drain you. They know that they have to work with their relationship too. Quality partners will stay. Quality partners will appreciate you committing to self-love. Okay, so self-love, bye-bye engagement. It really feels like, again, for those of you in committed relationships, you just need to reprioritize this, and you have to teach them. You just have to put in that work to teach them, but it does feel like you have some pretty great partners and some pretty great commitments already in place here, Cancer. But look at where you're headed, okay? So that self-love attracts somebody who is like-minded, somebody who you are genuinely attracted to, and vice versa, showing all of your colors and honoring them and your whole self. You get to this place of commitment if you want it. Again, for some of you, you recommit to an old partner. You don't have to rush into that this month. But it feels like for those of you who want that, it feels like it'll happen pretty effortlessly. It wouldn't be you calling somebody and begging for them back, or them calling you and begging for you back. It just doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of conflict around it. It feels like somebody you're very peaceful with. Maybe do have release your ex at the bottom. But for many of you, it feels like you're calling somebody back in, or they're trying to call you back in. Your relationship a chance, clarified by trust. Some of you need to work on, I want to say trust issues. To be honest, Cancer, this doesn't feel like your trust issues. This is like a partner's trust issues. If you are in a committed relationship, especially if you're dealing with an air sign, the air sign feels like they may be coming through trust issues. This is really, really strong for Aquarius. To be dealing with an Aquarius partner for sure. Okay? By you exercising self-love is not feeling like you're walking on eggshells because somebody else has trust issues. This needs to be resolved. But if that is the case, still feels like right now you should still be working at resolving it. However, to resolve trust issues, you should not have to feel like you are being interrogated. You cannot feel like you are being interrogated anymore. You cannot walk on eggshells because somebody else had a bad relationship once upon a time. They've had a lot of bad relationships, but I'm feeling a lot of love and a lot of kindness from you, Cancer. I don't see you really being a trigger. By having a life outside of your relationship that is perfectly healthy, that may be where these healthy boundaries and this self-love comes into play. Is by telling somebody, no, I will call you a normal amount of time. I'm still going to have friends in my life outside of this relationship. Okay, sorry, Cancer. I had to exercise some healthy boundaries with a little kitty who is like dying for some camera time right now. She really just wants mom's attention. But okay, so let's talk about this. Trust issues, exercising health, self-love, and healthy boundaries. Telling your partner, look, I will call you a normal amount of times. I will text you when I'm out, but not constantly. I will keep you in the loop. But at the end of the day, when I'm out, you have to trust me, and then I'm loyal to you. You need to work on this. Really communicating to your partner, because this doesn't feel like this is coming through to you. It feels like these trust issues are coming through your partner, okay? Don't take them on. Don't take on that weight. If you didn't do anything, or even if you did in the past, and you guys worked at it, and you guys have forgiven each other for old issues, if you guys are going to be together, you have to resolve this. But the good news, Cancer, is it feels like it will be resolved. For others of you, trust in putting yourself back out there after a breakup. Trust in new love. Trust that you can have a new experience here, but trust it is the time. It is time to give love a chance, okay? Ooh, that just flew. Let me grab this for you, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, and side by side with trust, we have stay optimistic. Stay optimistic is clarifying attraction. If you want new love, it's going to come in at this time. You will attract one solid, beautiful partner who's totally compatible. Keep your energy out there really positive, and affirmations very high vibing. Stay optimistic about love in general, especially if you're dealing with trust issues and going through a bit of a hard time with the partner. Have that energy out there, high vibing, okay? Be conscious of that this month. Crowning your reading for Cancer. I think I need 2 crowning cards, so we're going to do that, but let's start here. Spiritual connection, okay? Soulmates coming in. But really, really powerful spiritual connections here. Wow. I knew it. I knew we needed that second card. Okay. Fix these cards here. So I like to keep them orderly as I'm channeling for you. Remember, I came into this saying maybe calling back a soulmate, maybe calling back a soulmate. This may have been somebody you had trust issues with, or they had trust issues that they didn't resolve, and so you cut things off. Allow them back in, and make sure you have healthy boundaries. It's the only way this will work. Not if there are trust issues. It'll fizzle as soon as you get back together, okay? But I really feel a reconciliation being particularly blessed, particularly strong, and mutually desirable. I'm hearing mutually desirable. You attract this person back in. It feels like they be putting a lot of energy out there into the universe to call you back in. I see somebody reaching out to you this month for sure. Bottom of the deck, passion. Wow. Soulmates, okay? Don't rush in to reconciliations. Make sure this is somebody who you don't have a lot of conflicts with. Make sure this is someone who is peaceful and who is that breath of fresh air for you. Because for a very small percentage of you, for a very, very small percentage of you, Cancer, someone wants you back, but they're not that breath of fresh air. They're why you feel that anxiety. They are what's toxic and needs to be removed from the heart chakra, okay? So pay attention to how you feel when you're in the presence of somebody. Pay attention to how you feel when you're speaking to them. Pay attention to how your body physically feels, not just how you emotionally feel, but how you physically feel. Are you exhausted? Are you drained? Or are you full of life? Are you full of energy? Do you sleep really heavy, but then you get up and you're just like ready to go? Pay attention. Those are all signs that will guide you in the right direction as to whether or not somebody should or should not come back. But again, I'm really, really, really getting to the issues here. You have to trust them, Cancer, and they have to trust you. I'm really feeling that some of you have been walking on eggshells, and that's incredibly unhealthy, okay? As long as you're conscious about those signs and those feelings, some of those karmic issues may be resurfacing. You guys are going to have a really great month in love, okay? But get outside. Get that fresh air. Your body needs it. Your mind needs it. Your creativity needs it. You will step in to more abundance of money, of creative flow, of life force energy, and of love. If you ground your energy and you get outside, give yourself permission to step away from work for a little bit, you will really, really reap the rewards if you do. Okay, Cancer, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out to me for a private reading. I am available for private readings and for energy healing. You guys know I'm a shaman, I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm available for that as well. In the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, like gratitude. I'll see you back here at mid-month for your mid-month love reading. Love you guys.